Romans 4. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only, and he's an extremely jealous El. He's so jealous that he doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. And Yah is short for YahWeh, Yahweh, Yod, He, Vav, He. It's like saying Dan, Daniel, Daniel with an E. What is the difference and does matter? So when people say that Phil, Bob, Sam, and Aaron are the same name, when no, they're not. And no one in the right mind would ever believe that. And only a fool would believe that a hammer could force its creator to do anything. And there is no letter J in the Hebrew, Greek, or Aramaic texts, because the letter J is about 600 years old, while the son of Elohim, Yehoshua, died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity over 2,000 years ago. In a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Yehoshua is Joshua, and I strongly believe that the son of Elohim's name, Yehoshua, means Yahweh is salvation. 4. What then shall we say? Abraham, A-B with a line underneath of it, R-A-H-A-M, our father, to have found according to the flesh. For if Abraham was declared right by works, he has ground for boasting, but not before Elohim. For what does the scripture say? Abraham believed Elohim, and it was reckoned to him for righteousness. Burr 15:6a. See also Gal 3:6. And to him who is working, the reward is not reckoned as a favor, but as a debt. And to him who is not working, but believes on him who is declared right, the wicked, his belief is reckoned for righteousness, even as David, D-A-W-I-D with a line underneath of it, which is David, also says, for the blessedness of the man to whom Elohim reckons righteousness without works, blessed are those whose lawlessnesses are forgiven, and whose sins are covered. Blessed is the man to whom Yahweh shall by no means reckon sin. Is this blessing then upon the circumcised only, or also upon the uncircumcised? For we affirm belief was reckoned unto Abraham for righteousness. How then was it reckoned, being in circumcision or in uncircumcision? Not in circumcision, but in uncircumcision. And he received the sign of circumcision, a seal of the righteousness of the belief, while in uncircumcision, for him to be a father of all those believing through uncircumcision, for righteousness is to be reckoned to them also, and the father of circumcision to those who not only are of the circumcision, but who also walk in the steps of the belief which our father Abraham had in uncircumcision. For the promise that we should be the heir of the world was not to Abraham or to his seed through the Torah, but through the righteousness of belief. For if those who are of the Torah are heirs, belief has been made useless, and the promise has been nullified. For the Torah works out wrath, for where there is no Torah, there is no transgression. For where there is no Torah, there is no transgression. That's not true. There's transgression everywhere that the Torah isn't. Look at Canada, look at America, look at Germany, look at China, look at Russia. I don't agree with that. On account of this, it is of belief that it be according to favor, for the promise to be made certain to all the seed, not only to those who are of the Torah, but also to those who are of the belief of Abraham, who is father of us all. As it has been written, I have made you a father of many nations in the presence of him whom he believed, even Elohim, who gives life to the dead and calls that which does not exist as existing, who against all expectation did believe in expectation, so that he should become father of many nations, according to what was said, so shall your seed be. And not having grown weak in belief, he did not consider his own body already dead, being about 100 years old, and the deadness of Sarah's womb. Sarah, Sarah's womb. He did not hesitate about the promise of Elohim through unbelief, but was strengthened in belief, giving esteem to Elohim, and being completely persuaded that what he had promised he was also able to do. Therefore also it was reckoned to him for righteousness, and not because of him alone was it written that it was reckoned to him, but also because of us, to whom it shall be reckoned, to us who believe in him who raised up Yehoshua our master from the dead, who was delivered up because of our trespasses, and was raised for us to be declared right. Again, that part, they should have put it in a lowercase, to be honest, because those Pharisees that were worshiping the whatever they wanted to worship, they had their own Torah, the man-made Torah. And that could be what they're talking about, the man-made Torah, not Yahweh's Torah. Because, yeah, wherever this man-made Torah is, there is literally problems. Transgression. But they put the Torah as a capital letter, and I think it should be a lowercase letter because, I mean, seriously, like, if you murder, they had places where you could run to, and you would be justifiably either pulled out of there if you straight out murdered someone, which is the law, by the way. And everywhere you go, if you literally murder somebody, you get arrested. You go to jail. If you accidentally murder someone where this Torah was, you could run away to a city and be free. How is that working out wrath? They must be talking about the man-made Torah. That would make sense. The Pharisees and the Sadducees had their own Torah. The ones they forced upon people, or you do it or you die, or you go thrown in prison if you didn't do it our way. Anyways.